Hello once again and welcome to the stock markets channel. Let's continue to take a look at the S&P 500 and major indexes. Previously we have a big red bar, and then yesterday we have a nice green bar up, but it was unable to go higher because there's resistance around here. And by today you can see that it is quite a lot of sell-off at the futures. Now, if the S&P continues to drop below this low of this red bar and green bar, most probably there'll be more selling down, at least to meeting the 50 MA. The chart tells us that the environment is still not very good to long most stocks. The MACD is still in the sell signal, railroad tracks here down, and momentum has not slowed down yet. If we take a look at the 60-minute chart, yes, there's a bullish buy signal here in the MACD, which is why it went up, and now we have a sell signal coming in. Yesterday I did an update on my website, and we have I mentioned we have a cup and handle pattern. If the market went a bit higher as it broke out of this handle, and I mentioned that if it cannot stay above here, break below this low of the handle, then it might go lower. And a few hours ago, 2 hours ago, it just slashed through it, have a bottoming tail, and now we have a doji type pattern. So things are still not very conducive to long most stocks. If the S&P continues to drop below this low here, right, which might happen, then we might have another round of sell-off today. And if this double bottom holds and it trades back up, then of course we might see the market move higher. We can't really draw a beautiful downtrend line as well. It connects this and this. Ideally we want it to connect to 3 highs, but there's only connecting 2 highs only. The S&P is still very far away from meeting this downtrend line. Maybe we can draw a downtrend lines here and see whether it breaks back up above. So if the S&P breaks back above this area, this downtrend line, then it might be a hint that it wants to go higher. And if it breaks back above this area, then it's a hint that it really wants to go back higher. I think the Nasdaq is a bit stronger than the S&P, and the Nasdaq is doing much better than the S&P. Yesterday we have this, it is a 60-minute chart of the Nasdaq. We had this reverse head and shoulders, which is why it went up, but by today it's dropped back to this shoulder level, this neckline level. And if this area does not hold, it continues to go down, it breaks below, then we might have more sell-off in the Nasdaq. Bullish cross in the MACD lines here, and the bearish cross in the MACD lines here. You can see how it has broke below this short-term uptrend line. So if it continues to go down and trades below this area, then we might see more selling. Take a look at the daily chart of the Nasdaq. Now what I fear is we might have this is what we call head and shoulders pattern, which is a reversal pattern. If that happens, then we might see the Nasdaq fall, maybe meeting the 50 MA again. the Dow Jones is performing really bad. Momentum has not slowed down yet. Big bar try to rise and a sell off. There's quite a lot of support here, but if this continues, the support will slowly wear off and eventually Dow might drop even further. So yesterday I mentioned about looking at this downtrend line. There's nowhere near, Dow is nowhere near breaking above this downtrend line. So things are quite bearish at the moment. Most of the stocks will not be doing that well. So I hope this analysis helps. Continue to be cautious in the market because we don't see any signs that it wants to go back up yet. So do be a bit cautious going in.